Hello.
Here comes Billy Hamlet again with the liquor and drugs and a flash machine. He's gonna do another striptease.
Hey. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the. I don't know what we're calling this. Let's call it the Billy, Brandon, and Bevvies podcast.
Billy, Brandon, and Bevvies podcast. Well, that's what this episode is, the Billy, Brandon, and Bevvies episode. The Friday night special, man.
Well, there we go. We can just do that.
Kinky.
Well,
How you doing, man?
Yeah, good.
What are you drinking tonight?
I'm having a V first because this
V
has been
first,
in my fridge. This has been in my fridge for about a week, and
Nice.
haven't got around to it. So I thought I'd start off with this.
Fuck
But
it.
alcohol-wise, we've got the Wild Turkey bourbon whiskey today, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Classic.
And I think that will be it. What about yourself?
Nice, man. Oh, tonight I might finish off this bottle of Jim Beam that Casey got me on my birthday. Shout out, Casey. And
Shout out,
have
Casey.
that with a cheeky little bit of cake, man.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
What have you been up to today?
I moved. I didn't move house, but I moved.
You move rooms. You swatched.
Move
You did the
rooms.
old switcheroo. You're now in the bed in where your bedroom used to be. This is now the
Yeah.
office space, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's I don't know if you can see, but it is much bigger.
Oh, than what you had, yeah.
Yeah, and there's just, I came to the conclusion, it was a bit manic, but I came to the conclusion that last night I was like, I spend most of my time in the studio, and
I was about to say, all you do is sleep in your bedroom, right? And then
well,
change
yeah, I
clothes.
don't
You
fucking
don't
use my bedroom.
really need much if you're spending all that time in the office. So much
Yeah.
more room for activities.
So much more room for activities, that's right. So I was like, I only use my bedroom for sleeping.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yet it's
and
so
the bedroom, the bedroom that I'm in, this is, it gets the most sunlight throughout the day. You get the sunrise, and then you get throughout the day, and then you get this lovely sunset.
Yeah.
In that room, there's only like a minute window.
Yeah,
it's
it's
enough.
To the side of the
But
house,
it
just
doesn't
looking
get-
out the
it doesn't
trees.
get any sunrise, sunset.
Yeah, okay.
So what do you call it? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I moved everything, and I've even moved all the stuff that was in the, what do you call it?
In the cupboard?
The cupboards before, into my new bedroom, as you could say.
Yep.
But that's fucking massive. That's too much.
Too much room.
Way too much. And
Yeah.
It's like, so I just have like boxes, like even like I've been here for since March. So
Yeah.
I've still got moving boxes I haven't thrown out.
Yeah, okay. Right.
But no, yeah, so that's what I did today. And then that's really all I did today because it took up most of my day. And
Nice, man.
I just had some dinner before. I had
Yep.
some
What'd you cook
fish and
tonight, man?
chips.
Fish and chips.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Cooked yourself or?
Fuck no, it's Friday. I'm not cooking. I was like, fuck it, I don't want to cook tonight. So yeah, it was from shout out to, I think it was Upway Fish and Chips.
Okay, yep.
They were good. The only fucking issue with them is like, you know how you get the expected delivery time?
Yep.
And it goes, okay, well it's 6:35, or the latest is like 6:45, you know? Okay, fair enough. But every like time it would go like a couple minutes over the expected time, it would push back 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like, no, that's not how expected delivery time works.
You don't just keep fucking it around.
No,
Expected
that's right.
is expected. It shouldn't change now.
Yeah. So I was like, this is fucking bullshit. So I was like, where's my fucking food, dude? I didn't even order that much. I only ordered like a bit of fish, some chips, and a burger.
Okay, yep. And that was it.
That was it. And it fucking took forever. That's the only thing I hate about it. But it was good. It was warm. It was
Still
hot
good,
enough.
good meal. Nice.
Good food. I'm fucking full. I feel like I've gained 17 million kilos, but
Okay.
that's all right.
That's the way it did its job.
Yeah.
nice.
So, What about yourself? What did you do today?
Today I think I mostly spent it just exercising, really. In the morning, I did a half an hour. Because what I normally do is I do half an hour of skipping and then I do half an hour on the heavy bag. But this time I was like, oh, look, I don't, because I was going to do some shadow boxing today. And I thought, I might do that instead. So instead, I just ended up doing an hour of skipping. And
Yeah.
then a few hours later, and then I did a fucking shadow boxing. Read some more of Perfume
Yep.
as he's murdered many more people.
Oh yeah.
And then what did I do? Then Dad cooks us up some nice oyster blade steaks, and weren't too bad. And Big Mal's chips, cooked those up again, the ones he cuts himself.
The good ones.
Only issue is that, he cuts them up and they look thick and fine and everything. But then as soon as, put them in the deep fryer, then they shrink, and then they're no skinnier than a Macca's fries or something, So I think you might need to start, cutting them a little more thicker and start putting more in it. But it was good though. It was fucking good.
That's all right then.
You know?
That's good. Fuck. Sorry, I was having some fucking like taste the cholesterol. No, that's all right. It just started fucking raining, and I was like shattered because I just put some things out, not to dry, but just to air out.
Oh, okay.
And, starts pissing, and I was like, that's not fun. So I brought that inside.
Yeah.
There
was meant to be a wave of it. My dad was telling me when I was outside skipping, he was like, oh, there's going to be a huge wave of rain that's supposed to come over later. And I thought, fuck, it was windy. It was really windy today. And then I was thinking, oh, shit, okay, when it's going to come? The dark clouds getting all dark. And then it just didn't happen. And then now it's happening.
I went for a walk today because I needed to go to the shop to pick some stuff anyway. So I was like, oh, that can be a part of my walk. And it was like I took an umbrella. Because like it just looked like it was gonna piss down.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It didn't start raining until about 6-ish. But I was like, oh, that's just strange.
Mm.
So yeah, that's really been my day.
Nice, man. Nice.
Oh god. So what are our plans for tonight?
Well, we finally managed to find. I'm Not There, that movie starring Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, and who else? Who else?
Oh shit. Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, that was a fucking name.
Sorry, I thought you were just listing people off and you were doing a dramatic pause.
No, I couldn't fucking think. That was the look of nothing's coming to mind.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this is the movie. Yep. It's the Bob Dylan biopic.
Yes, but it's kind of indirectly, isn't it? I think, from what I understand, it's kind of told through. Because I guess the idea of it is that Bob Dylan is very much a folk person, so it's kind of like it's a voice of everyone. So it's kind of, I think, Heath Ledger plays like an actor kind of type, and then Kate Blanchett actually plays Bob Dylan, and Christian Bale is like a country singer. So it's kind of like, say, different kind of archetypes or different kind of.
The movie got so much praise originally because it's not really a spoiler because it's been out for 13 years now. But whoever plays the child version of Bob Dylan, folklore, whatever, is an African American.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And everyone's like, that is so good that you cannot, like, it doesn't have to be just white cast or whatever. Nationality cast, I should say, and they could, it's really. They can really play around with alternatives and casting, which gave a lot of people opportunities throughout the movie.
So do you think that might have a lot to do with them kind of, because they're trying to paint this idea that Bob Dylan can be just like the next guy, like he's kind of He's very humanistic. He's much like the rest of us. He's he can be anyone, or it's.
I think there's a bit where like it talks about I've only because I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
Well, the entirety of it, but there's a bit where it's talking about children and stuff, and it's like kind of being like, well, dads can relate to that, and then single parents can relate to that, and then it's like children can relate to that, and it just kind of goes on and on, which is fantastic,
Yeah. So it's a real interesting kind of depiction.
Yeah.
And okay. Yeah, because it's a film that you and I have been trying to find for ages, but it just doesn't seem to fucking be anywhere. It's
it originally was on Stan when Stan came out.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, only because Heath Ledger's Australian, and they were like, because Stan's an Australian service.
Yeah.
They were like, if we can get some Australian actors or movies, that'd be great. But yeah, I don't think it had a massive cinema run.
Cinema release, yeah, okay.
I'm just having a look at the moment what it got on IMDb, because that would be interesting. It got a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb, a 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 73% on Metacritic.
And 81% of people like this film, according to Google.
Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Came out. Here we go. Release date in Australia was the 26th of December, 2007.
Okay.
So that is...
That's just like that was only like a month before Heath Ledger passed away.
Yeah, it must have came out in Australia first. I mean, like Cate Blanchett, Heath Ledger, Richard Gere. Oh, Richard Gere, there you go.
Billy the Kid. Okay.
Billy the Kid, Christian Bale, Ben Whishaw. I don't think I've heard of him. But it shall be interesting.
Definitely, man. Looking forward to it. And then, what do you reckon after we watch that? Then, bit of cheeky Freddy versus Jason to end the night.
I reckon.
Slasher?
I was gonna. I added it to my list. I saw it on Netflix because they just added it the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that'd be nice,"
Fucking I have mine.
Oh yeah, I fucking love it.
Should we mention what we thought about Scream 2? Having watched.
Oh yes.
Not after we spent half an hour trying to fucking find a movie to watch.
That's right. Because the last podcast, which by the way, I was completely oblivious until halfway throughout the podcast.
It was being recorded.
That it was a podcast. Because I'm out here, trying to change my fucking light globe and do weird shit.
It was content,
man. If someone walked into that room, was and they saw me doing fucking shit on the roof, they'd be like, "Oh, all right, I think we'll give that one a miss."
Yeah.
But yeah, so we eventually watched Scream 2, and that was good. Probably one of my favorite Screams. I just
favorite one? Yeah.
Yeah, like the simplicity of it. I didn't really finish Scream 4, so I can't really say that it's like my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
But I thought it was good, and they've just added all of them to Stan, so that's given a lot of, except for Scream 4. Yeah, it's great. I think
I remember when I was younger, I watched them all kind of in order, and then I think Scream 4 was the one that I think that just disappointed me the most. I kind of thought, this is just, I think it was almost like, see, I don't even remember because that was how much I was just disinterested, and it was kind of just like, okay, now it's like, what, a solid 20 years or 15 years or whatever since the first one was made, so everyone's kind of grown up, and then they start bringing in more of these newer kind of characters, and because I feel like the first two Screams were good, and then they kind of then it's kind of where they dragged on and kind of got a little bit silly. But I think for me, I think I like the first one the most. Second one was still pretty decent for a sequel. I think Well,
it's the thing is when you bring back a series 15 years later, all the characters are like 35 or 40.
Yeah, exactly.
And like
so much older.
I don't think fucking if someone is a serial killer, I don't think they're going after 35 and 40-year-olds.
Yeah, well,
they're like,
yeah, because I think that's why in the fourth one it was like, okay, now it's a new generation, and they're after this the new generation of kids, whatever they're growing up, and then it's like the parents. I guess in a way, it's kind of like the kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, I guess, in a way. Kind of, you know, like the parents all killed Freddy,
How
and now it's coming after the kids, and now the parents like, oh, holy shit, I can't believe he's back. You know, kind of like a generational kind of thing.
Well, that's like what they kind of did with the last Freddy. Freddy's dead or whatever.
Yeah.
Where they're kind of like, oh, it's the kids of the kids, or it's the last kids, and it's all like, yeah, I get it. But
That fucking movie was. I remember I bought them all on Blu-ray years ago, and I only liked the first one and the third one, Dream Warriors. That was fucking good. But the second one and every one after that, except for did you ever watch New Nightmare? The one they did after Freddy's dead? That was good, yeah. That was an interesting take on it. It's like, okay, well now it's like, oh, this is how it affects the people in real life or whatever.
Yeah. No, I thought it was good. My favorite one's the third one.
Dream Warrior.
Because like they get the chick from the first one back.
That's right.
And then it's got
no father as well. Patricia Arquette. Yeah, that's right. And it was
and like it's just a whole different. It's like it doesn't just stop and then they go, hey, let's just scrap the first two movies. It was like, no, let's continue. The second movie was, you know, that's what they call the gay Freddy or something.
I was about to say the gayest horror movie ever made or whatever. Yeah,
I was like, yeah. I when I watched it when it first, not when it first came out, but when I first watched it, I was like, oh no, it's normal. And then I of course watched it. Oh God, a few months ago. I was like, yeah, like
what the fuck?
Like I mean, Johnny Depp
Freddy's inside me.
Yeah, wearing a fucking a crop top in the first one. That's not gay. But then you go into the other one, you know. I reckon either 1 or 3 is like my favorite.
Yeah, same here, man. I went for Halloween as the Freddy Krueger in New Nightmare because when I made that glove, the hand with the bones on it and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that still looks good.
That's fucking sick.
Well.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got my one I made last year.
Yeah.
I think it cost me like $20 altogether for the parts. I just like spray painted and ripped parts off, and still good. I've just got it hanging up on my shelf.
Okay, yeah.
So
creepy.
Yeah, and I've got the hat next to it too.
Oh yeah, actually, I was just thinking where I've got the mask. It's just on my shelf up there.
The mask.
Not the mask, the fucking glove.
Oh, wait. You stay there, I'll get mine. Did you get it?
I did. Here it is.
Look at that. Look at this.
Fucking
Very nice.
Here we go. Let's pose for a thumbnail shot. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I think I made this all out of clay or some shit.
Out of clay. Well, this is an actual leather glove.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
because I got it from Bunnings.
Yeah.
And then
let me guess. When you were making it, you were following the steps of how he did it in the first one. You know, like the start where you see him actually make the glove.
Yeah. But yeah, it was yellow, and I was like, well, fuck that. So I bought like leather dye.
Yeah.
And the only issue with leather dye is you put it on your hand right after it's dried for a day. And if you sweat, like it's got to take a good week for it to fucking seep in. So if you sweat, bang, it's going to go back on your hand. So I reckon it turned out all right.
Yeah.
And then I spray painted that, and then I put those on there.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, and I got the hat to a, you know.
Very, very nice. Very kinky.
Like a kinky farmer.
Yeah. Now, I must ask, now I know you were telling me the other week, you were like, hey, man, Halloween will be coming up the next few months. I thought, yeah. So what, and that's the only holiday you care about. And I must tell you, I agree. Every year I have to dress up and do something scary.
Yeah.
What are the plans for this year?
Costume?
Yeah.
I was gonna do. I had a few. One of them because remember those glasses I bought at the start of the year with Joel?
Yep.
And they were we called them the Ozzy Osbourne glasses or the Elton John glasses, you know? So I thought, I could do like
Zombie Elton John. No?
I could do like Ozzy Osbourne or something, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
I own a lot of black anyway, so it's pretty easy. All I do, put the glasses on. My hair won't be long enough, but I just put a wig on. And I go, oh, Sharon, you know.
Where's my beers?
Where's my beer? How can someone's taking my beers?
You're the beer thief around here.
Who's the beer thief? You're the beer thief. That or I was gonna do Michael Myers, maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah.
I thought maybe.
Yeah, I did Michael Myers a couple of years ago with the mechanic coveralls and the mask and everything. That was good fun. It was actually the night after our vet graduation. I think presentation night then. Yeah,
sent me pictures that night, and you're the only one walking around in this fucking Michael Myers costume.
Yeah. It was fucking good though. Actually, I remember walking down this main street where they do it, and there was a guy who's iconic for dressing up and doing shit on Halloween. Like he had this little hippie van he'd drive around in, and he'd have his chainsaw going, and he'd be dressed up as Leatherface, you know.
Oh, wow.
And this time he had a ute, and he was playing the Michael Myers theme song. So that was perfect timing for me to suddenly start fucking walking through the mist, you know. It was good. It terrified a lot of people. It was good fun.
Or I was gonna do, oh god, yeah, it was Michael Myers. I was gonna do some type of zombie thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, or I was gonna do a Tarantino thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Kill Bill. Like, so the bride in. But as the dude, like what's his fucking name? You know the name. Having a stroke. Not Jet Li. Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Bruce Lee. Or in, I think it was, God, I'm not too good on my Bruce Lee movies, but you know how he wore that fucking yellow catsuit?
The Chinese Connection, was it? Nah.
Yeah.
Could have been, yeah.
Wasn't the Dragon movie, was it?
No, it could have been. But yeah, okay, anyway, that one, yep.
So like a dude version of the bride. I was going to do that.
Fuck yeah.
You know, bloody myself up and get a knife. Or
well, it'd be good. See, that'd be great to go clubbing or something, man. But whether or not, if we have any luck of you know, because I think Queensland right now, they've gone back to fucking clubbing, man.
Yeah, and Sydney's like opening. Which is funny because like I saw something before on, because I get recommended stuff on my YouTube saying like about coronavirus stuff. And it said Sydney potentially going back into lockdown, and I was like, oh, well, that's what happens when you just go out and open all these clubs.
Yeah, that's right. And the other issue they got is, you know, like, because I think I was listening to this broadcast from Sydney the other day, and they were saying about how taxi drivers, like taxi drivers at the airport at Sydney, like when people from Melbourne have had to go over there, or like, you know, the footy players or whatever, and they've gotten, and then they have no idea where they've come from, and so now the taxi drivers are now having to wear masks because they haven't enforced the mask rule yet in Sydney. They haven't needed to, but they're thinking we might need to start pushing it if things don't start to, you know, get any better than they already are. But
well, because they've started building the set for the new Marvel movie.
Oh, okay. In Sydney?
Yeah, no, for in Queensland. Either Queensland or South Australia or something.
Yeah.
And it's the Shang-Chi and the something Rings movie that's coming out in 2 years or something. And they've just started like building the set. Because it's cheaper to film down in Australia because it's less populated than America.
Yeah.
Especially in deserts and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, I saw that on the news, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. So they're clearly like none of them were wearing masks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really interesting, dude, because chuck one on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably not a bad fucking idea. Yeah.
yeah, like I got 4 masks.
Have you?
Yeah, not because I want to, just because my grandma keeps fucking making them.
Okay, and sending them over. Yeah. Actually, it was funny today because a couple of weeks ago, my mum has a friend who'd been making masks, and she'd brought them over. And today, as I was out the back here, I saw a car pull up, and then like this old lady get out with like a mask on, and she was carrying something in a bag, and I thought, oh, has she come to deliver some like masks or something? I was thinking, like, as my first thought was, oh, this must, I guess I couldn't recognize her because of the mask, so I was thinking, oh, that's Beth, someone who my mum used to work with, it's a family friend. Yeah, she's coming up to drop off some masks. Like, that was what I was thinking. And then I quickly realized when she goes, oh, I've got your pies here, that, oh, right. Sorry, I've just made you climb up all these stairs. I could have just said, yeah, just leave it down there. Because I didn't realize, like, this is someone's grandma delivering the pies for us.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, that was funny. But also, today was interesting because I had to go to the doctor's to get a prescription. And on the way back, we're coming back down our street, and there was because my dad got a text from our neighbor saying that, hey, there's a bunch of police out the front. He's going, oh, okay. And as we turn onto our streets, there's a police car like parked on the wrong side of the road, right near the end of the street. And then we come down a little bit further and go, oh, is that the police car he's talking about? And then we go down a little bit further, and then there's 2 police cars parked on the same side of the road at the front of our neighbour's house. And we're thinking, oh, that's odd. We drove past it. There were no cops inside any of the vehicles. And that's when we put 2 and 2 together and realised, oh, fuck, they're doing a raid on one of the houses down our street.
Fuck!
That was when we realised, oh, shit, they're planning something here, So we get up the driveway.
A drug bust.
Yeah, something like that. Because we've got, someone down our street is we know is a bit dodgy, and yeah, I just look out the window and then I just see all of a sudden, then the cars start, the cop cars start moving down, and then when that old lady came up, she said, "Oh yeah, there's a bunch of police down the road." And I said, "Yeah, I think they might be doing a raid on that house." Can't say definitely, but I said, "Oh well, that's why you shouldn't leave your house. You'll get raided." But yeah, so that was interesting. My thought was like where are they? They're obviously not in the house. They're waiting to pounce. I'm like, there's no one in the vehicles. It was weird. It was like just they like you would have thought that they'd just been abandoned or something. It was interesting.
Shit.
And then next minute they were gone. I was like, fuck, man, some serious work. But yeah, so a house got raided on my street. So that's my
yeah, that's
your highlight of my day. Yeah.
No, nothing's crazy happening on this side of the tracks. No, like I think everyone's like, I haven't seen any. Actually, I saw one of my neighbours today, the one who lives down the steps, and they went out into their car. Now, I don't know what this is, but this is an unpopular opinion. If you go into your car, should you wear a mask or not? Like if you're going
driving around or something.
No,
I don't see the need. No.
Like, do you have to because when if you go to the shops, you gotta put it on.
Yeah.
Why don't you just keep it on?
Yeah, I guess you could do that. But if you're in the car, there's no risk of spreading.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or getting it around, but yeah, I mean, if you want to put it on, put it on.
Because they got out of the car because I was down at Maxie's.
Yep.
And they got out.
Okay.
And they put their mask on straight away. And they got up until the doors of the shopping centre.
Then they put it on.
Yeah, and I was you can't do that, dude. Just put it on as you drive.
Put it on before you get out of the car. That was what my dad and I did. We just thought, okay, we're here. Now we got to go and see some people.
Bang.
Put the mask on. Bang, on, in and out, yeah.
I mean, I can't talk. I don't have a car at the moment. But if I did, I'll just keep it on.
Fair enough.
I don't, even though I live up a hill,
Yeah.
Like if once I leave my house, bang, mask goes on.
Yeah.
Because like, even though, I would like to have a smoke as I'm walking down the empty road, I don't want to risk it.
You haven't got that zipper one yet, or that Velcro one, so you can
not the
stick it.
picture one yet. No. But like, I just don't want to risk it because there's near the hospital.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, even though like there's cops going up that street every fucking, I don't know, maybe every hour.
Yeah.
Easily, because they're either dropping people off, or they're picking people up, or they're looking for people.
Yeah, it's too easy to get caught.
Yeah, I don't want to risk a fine when I live down the road.
So what do? You just do all your durries at home and then go out?
Yeah. I just have one on the balcony and then I'll go.
Fair enough,
like,
man.
I mean, I'm not really going out for long periods of time anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like, what, 30 minutes? I reckon I can do 30 minutes without one.
Cool. If you can't last 30 minutes, then there must be a problem.
Yeah, you got an issue.
Yeah.
So, but just interesting. Like, like the dude the other day just walking into the shops, no mask.
No mask. Jesus.
And I was like, you can't even go into shops. Like, they will stop you.
And a lot of them check your temperature now too as soon as you walk
Oh, really?
At Chemist Warehouse today, I didn't go in. My dad just went in to get the drugs, and I'm just looking at the door, and and the lady's there having you standing, going, "Oh, sorry, no, come back. Got to check your temperature," and going through each individual person as they're coming in.
Even if it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh no, it's pretty quick. It's just like, bam. But I mean, I didn't see anyone get sold up. Get the fuck out. Your temperature's too high or anything. But yeah.
Wow.
It was interesting at the doctor's office. I said to him, I was like, "Oh, so how's this all been for you?" And he said, "Yeah, it's been all right. It's just a lot of work, and it's just kind of, repetitive stuff, and it's pretty much, and it's just, and there's always that thing of like, okay, yeah, there's some people who are a little more hesitant to come in or whatever, or like I think my mum's still healing, her leg's still healing, so she's been doing a few like online like Zoom calls and meetings with like physios and all that kind of stuff, which I guess that all works well and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't had the need to go to a doctor, but it's always good to have a little bit of checkup here and there. Yeah, but I found like, well, it's not necessary. Like, I'm not dying. And I'm not like, I never feel sick, so that's a great thing. But like, I've gone, well, really at the end of the day, other people need it more than me, and I'm just right. If I was to go, I'd be holding the line up because I just want to know if I'm okay. You know?
And that's right. And all I wanted was just another prescription for medication. It's like, well, the problem is
like that. It's mandatory,
Yeah, that's right. But I tell you what, man, I have not been sick at all since really, I think, like the start of the year. As soon as we went into lockdown, I've been totally fine. I think I was a little bit, bit of a head cold maybe a couple of days ago, but I was fine the next day. I was thinking, like, when you feel a cold coming on, you feel that kind of thing in the back of your throat, you feel a bit fuzzy in the head, and you go, okay, tomorrow I'm going to feel like shit. Like, this is the early stages. Yeah, it's going to suck tomorrow, but it never comes. I wake up the next morning and I'm completely fine, So, and I think it's probably a lot to do with the fact that I'm not going places. I'm not, because I think one of the reasons why.
Or anything, or
yeah, exactly, and wandering around, getting on the trains, breathing on people and everything, shaking people's hands and everything, So I think it's been good. I think one of the reasons why I got sick a lot last year, in particular, might have been the stress from year 12, but mainly I think because, I'd constantly be going outside into the cold. And then inside where it's super hot, and there's 200 of us in this one little space, and we're spreading out and stuff. And it's like, there's always, at least, like, there's never been a day where all 200 or whatever of the students are actually there. There's always going to be someone who's got a cold. The cold it's always going around, So I think it's been great, not having to really, constantly be going out into the big places and crowded kind of areas,
Yeah, I mean, like, when I do my shopping, I don't have much to shop for.
Yeah.
And when I do shop, like, I'm really just making food where I can just freeze half of it and then like have it another time. So I eat a lot of rice. like certain rice. Like I
Mhm.
make a lot of like special fried rice, and I make a lot of pastas
Yeah.
and curries and stuff. So I just live off that for a week or whatever. If it's just me,
Yeah.
like it's different if you've got kids and if you've got a partner or such. So I'm lucky there.
Mm.
But like I saw someone and they just had this trolley full of like shit that wasn't essential.
Okay.
Like what was it? It
What we
was
talking?
it was like deodorant,
Yep.
but it was like I'm not even exaggerating, 7 cans of deodorant, all different deodorants.
Okay. So
Not
what,
even
like,
all the same one deodorant.
right?
And
So
like I
kind of,
take it as
so would you take that as kind of like panic buying or something? Like, okay, let's buy a bunch of all of this type of shit and a bunch of all of that type of shit, so we can survive a lot longer. Kind of like the toilet paper thing.
yeah,
If they're
I guess.
buying heaps of the one
But
thing,
it's not just one thing though. It's
yeah,
like roll on, spray, antiperspirant. I mean, if you're at home, you don't have to use it as much.
yeah,
But like, I'll be honest, I'll have a shower in the morning. First thing I'm gonna do, spray my armpits. I don't know why. It makes me feel fresh.
yeah.
You
I,
know.
I, I did the same thing. Yeah.
I even sometimes I'll just put on some like a squirt of cologne just to
Okay.
like feel like
Hmm.
normal. But no, other than that, like I'm not fucking dousing myself in.
And a whole bunch of different types of them. Oh, let's try
No,
the roll on one next. Oh, let's finish it off with a spray.
no, fuck that.
30 centimeters away. Like, what are they doing? A
And
fucking experiment with it or some shit?
yeah,
You know
and
what
well,
are they
yeah,
doing?
I went to the BWS the other day,
Yeah.
and this was the day before lockdown,
Okay.
and bottles this big or bigger of whiskey, vodka, gin, anything. This one had like a trolley full, and it was
Yeah.
just bottles. They had a slab of something, but everything else was bottles. And I was like, "You're fucking kidding
Fucking
me!"
hell, man.
This guy comes up and he's like, here's all my shit.
Yeah.
And the guy working the desk is like, "Can you just tell me what you've got? Because I'm not scanning all that."
Yeah. Just give us a
doing
rough estimate, man. I don't even give a fuck. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I went in for like a bottle of
Got about
Jack
3
Daniels.
of these. Got about 4 of those. About 20
Yeah,
of those.
happy birthday. That's what you could do. That's what you could do,
Fuck,
man.
man. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm starting my wine cellar. Got to get stuff somehow, you know.
I mean, I always have wine stacked.
Yeah.
And I kind of only really use the spirits for like special occasions, like on the bar,
Yeah.
or feel like if people come over,
Mm.
it's a bit more classy than cracking open a few cans, depending on who it is. Like if it's
Yeah.
just you boys, we'll get pissed regardless.
Fucking hell, doesn't matter. Any piss is piss.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so it's just interesting to see what people are buying. Like I don't stock up on anything. I think the most I've stocked up on was like vegetables, like frozen vegetables.
Okay, yeah.
I use frozen vegetables all the time.
Mm.
Like just peas and corn.
Yeah.
And I will I'll just eat that. Like
Yeah.
if so but I don't like buy 17 million bags, maybe like 2 bags.
At most, yeah. Because like it's okay. I'll just go and get some more if I need some more.
Well,
So
you can freeze it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing that I think we've found. We've had, we keep buying stuff and then freezing it and then thawing it out. We seem to. It's good. I think this has been a good chance for us to, because our freezer is notorious for just being stacked with frozen stuff. Just through like the other day when my dad came out and said, "Oh yeah, I've got this steak here that I bought a couple months ago, and it's time to eat it." The fucking date says, used by
Last year.
August of 2018. I was like, what the fuck? That has not been in the freezer for 2 months, Dad.
Did he get sold the wrong one, or?
No, I genuinely think it'd been because it had all frostburn and everything, And then I was also like, then I did find the one that he was talking about that he bought 2 months ago. Same thing. It was used by the end of 2019. I'm like, that wasn't a couple months ago.
Where'd you get these meats from, man?
It's just our freezer, man. So we're starting to, I think, starting to sort them all out. Get through.
I'm trying to eat through my freezer. It's difficult because it's like it's like multiple of the same thing sometimes. Like I got this vegetable curry I'll probably have on this weekend, but like, you know, it's a bunch of pastas and curries, but like sauces. So like, you know, you defrost that when you wake up, so you can have it, you know, at dinner. Put it out. I don't microwave defrost.
Okay.
Because it fucks it. If it dries it out or it makes it too wet. Depending on what it is, like, you know, if it's like curry or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's fine, but like if it's like a meat thing, no, don't do that. And then you know, when it's like dinner time, you can just fucking chuck that in the pan. You're ready to go, dude.
Bob's your fucking uncle.
Like I was thinking today, I want to get into making my own sauces.
Okay. Yep.
But like
sauces. Ooh.
Like chunky sauces type thing. Like you know how like how Sweet Baby Ray's have their barbecue, but they have their buffalo.
Yeah.
And like, so like, you know, the barbecue's thick, the buffalo is more watery. Like I want like a jalapeno. I reckon a jalapeno mustard.
Jalapeno mustard. Is that a thing though at the moment?
No, it can be done.
Yeah.
Practically all you do is you blend up jalapenos. Into this fine paste, squirt of mustard, and hot sauce.
Wow. Okay. That sounds good, man.
But then, you know, put that in a bottle and put it in your fridge, and you'll like, you know, chuck that on your wings or something, you know. Like you wouldn't have it with chips or anything.
Oh, you never know if you're feeling adventurous. Could be a nice, like, you know, kind of like eating wasabi or something. A nice little.
Or you could use it as a marinade, you know.
Oh, I reckon you should fucking do that, Billy. Well, some of Billy's jalapeno sauce with some wings. Jalapeno mustard.
I'm gonna go maybe on Monday. I might pick up some. It's because I use American mustard. Yeah. But I reckon even putting a blob of Dijon in there would just really like.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me about the Dijon.
Dijon.
That was so naughty. Now I'm gonna get fat.
And lazy. What's her name? Karen or Michelle?
I don't know. Just mother. Every mother ever.
Dijon.
Fuck, man. Oh, don't tell me. Where did you get those chocolates? Aldi. Oh, you shouldn't have told me.
I'm gonna get fat. Like that one where it's like, oh, I love this town. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a little medical practice. Oh, that's so cute. And do you reckon they got good coffee?
Friendly Geordies, man. What a legend.
Friendly Geordies. Fucking love it. God.
Always a good time.
I just realized the amount of like space I have in this room.
Yeah, well, I'm imagining the place too. Like that office space was pretty tiny compared to the bedroom. I guess I don't really notice much because the bedroom takes up most of it. But so you know, you spend all your time jamming out in the office and everything. It only makes sense to.
I like having the natural light. I think, especially because you get the view off the balcony.
Yeah, it's right. You're not just looking at trees. Looking at trees is probably better for.
And like for summer, like, you know, because I'll have the tables and chairs all set up out there when I get the set. Yeah. And all we'll do for music is because I'll have better speakers in here.
Okay.
Open the window and just play the music through here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes it so much easier than having to go through fucking walls.
Yeah. So that would be good because I'm looking to upgrade the speakers on the desk. Like I'm just using. I've got this multi-speaker thing where it's my laptop and the monitor. Mm-hmm. So like it's loud enough, and like I can jam out, you know, listen to that. Or I can connect my amp, but I want some proper like, you know, like shelf speakers. Eventually, like I'm alright now. I don't need it now.
Yeah. But some to throw a bit more volume at, a little more surround.
Down the track.
Fucking pump, son. Yeah.
It was weird waking up in the other room today. It was like it's gonna take me like
Oh, okay. So that was the first night. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I did it last night,
Mm.
like the beds and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, and like you don't realize, and I think when we moved my stuff from my apartment to Marnie's place,
Yeah.
you don't realize how much room you've got until everything's gone.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's right. I remember after everything was gone, I was thinking, "Fuck, this apartment feels huge." And if I can
Yeah,
making angels on the carpet, I'm like, "Shit, so many
yeah,
activities." Because you
so
think,
many
okay,
activities.
yeah, dining table there, television there, couch there. The the space, it quickly takes it all up. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it was obviously a nice little cozy little apartment that you did have in South Yarra, but I think now it's a hell of a lot more
Oh, I've
space.
got so much room,
Yeah.
like in this place, and then, yeah, I took all this out first,
Hmm.
like all the bedding and stuff out first, and then chucked it in the lounge room. It
Okay.
only
Yeah.
took me an hour, but like you walk in here and it's like it echoes because like there's nothing in the fucking bedroom, and I'm like, that is so weird
Yeah.
that a little few things here and there don't make it echo.
Yeah, yeah, can make
You
such a
know,
difference. Yeah.
like it's fine now because I've got a beanbag in here and I've got like the carpet and I've got everything else.
Mm.
But yeah, like I don't know if you can see, I've got Jim Morrison there
Yeah.
and James Dean there, but
Mm,
I've
that
got
that was that was that was trippy at first when we got into this call. I was like, oh, that's right. He's in where he used to sleep now. I was thinking, wait, the walls
yeah,
look all weird. That's
yeah,
what's changed here. Yeah,
and then I've got the fucking
the
stand.
guitars. Fuck yeah, yeah.
Got a guitar I'm working on at the moment, so it's not there.
Okay,
Um, so that will be done by next week. But
sweet as
yeah,
man.
so many activities.
So many activities, man.
And it's warmer in this room
Okay, yeah.
because you get the sun all day,
Mm.
and it's direct from the heater. So the heater practically goes from here to the fucking my lounge
Okay.
room.
What's it like though in where you're sleeping now? Is it kind of a,
Um,
a little cooler?
but because I got the bed in there,
Yeah.
it's like I woke up, I wasn't cold or anything this
Okay.
morning, and when I went to bed last
Mm.
night, I it wasn't cold because I had the bed in there.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't use the bedroom like a lot. That's the issue because when you live with your parents, your bedroom is
Your
your
safe
place.
haven. Yeah, that's it.
And what do you call especially when you move out or when you have your own place,
You've got
you've
all these
got
different
three other rooms.
rooms. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Well, it's kind of like how I am down here. I've got my bedroom there. I've got pretty much my lounge room here that I share with my sister.
mm,
And I've got this office here. If I really wanted to, I could just move my bed in here and maybe turn this into my bedroom, and then my bedroom can just be an office.
yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
probably wouldn't do that, but that offers that
The
possibility
office there,
there.
and it's
Exactly.
like like we'd never spend time in your bedroom because we
Hmm.
always spend it in your little like fucking
No,
lounge room.
I'd be a little concerned if we spend more time in my bedroom with the boys
Well,
than
that would
somewhere else.
be. I
I mean, no
love you.
offense, no, no,
I
no,
love
no,
you.
no offense if you're homosexual, but that's just not what we are. Yeah, exactly. So don't I get homoerotic up in my bedroom?
That's right.
You
No
know, and, and
fanfic.
and and I know, right? It is a pretty sexy bed head that I have got that came out of a '70s caravan. So we don't
Yeah,
want,
yeah, of
and,
course.
and with the little nice little dimmer lights. So that it's kind of, you know,
Interesting.
don't want to get us too horny. So we got to keep, more of the entertainment outside here, but. But yeah.
Interesting. Oh
Yes.
god, fuck that whiskey's
Strong,
good.
hitting hard.
It's good. It's good. It's not a Jameson, so it's very like you get that aftertaste.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But the issue with Jameson is you drink it. Oh no, you don't get that burn. But then you drink more of it, and then you get fucked.
Yeah, yeah. That was like
And
that
you're
time the time you were over here. It was at the start of the year or late last year, and you brought the bottle of Jameson over and we're drinking. I think we must have had maybe.
we finished half of it.
Did we? Yeah, because we had about 6 or 7 each. I know. I remember I was fucked the next morning. I was like, it was so, like you had 3, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling buzzed, or whatever. Then you have 4, and then you're just gone. It's just,
Mm.
and
I don't even remember going home.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't remember you leaving either. I just remember waking up the next morning
Oh,
and I was like, yeah, remember we ordered HSPs and everything. And
yeah, we ordered. Oh no, I did go home because I had work the next morning.
okay, but
But why would I come over? Well, you know my mindset, but yeah, no, it was the start of the year. I remember because I was at
yeah,
Marnie's. I must have been.
okay, yeah.
But yeah, wow.
Mm. Pow wow, yeah. But no, that was funny. Yeah, Jamison. I think that was the last time I had Jamison actually. That
Really,
time then, because then I was thinking, oh man, that Irish whiskey is the devil's
you
juice.
get the most terrible hangover of Jameson.
Yeah, because that was all
Like
we
I
were
went,
drinking that night, and I remember, and because I'd had it at yours before in South. I remember especially when we were at your place for your 20th in South Yarra. I remember with the amount of Jamisons we had then, and then some Bloody Marys and some
oh,
fucking getting on the Heinekens and the Coronas and the
good
vodka.
fuck, good fuck.
And
Oh,
Joel's just vomiting it all up the next morning. I felt so queasy that morning, man. I was like, I was thinking, I feel like I really think I'm going to throw up at some stage. Like I just had this massive headache when we were there at Macca's. And remember, we got there and we were thinking, what the fuck is going on upstairs? There were just all these kids up there all screaming and carrying on. We get up there and we're thinking, why did we decide to sit in? We should have just gone back to yours. And they're fucking just screaming,
yeah.
thinking, hey man, it was a rough night. And of course, I accidentally kicked Joel in the face when we were having a lightsaber battle out in your street.
Oh,
And
of
then we
course.
find out the next morning that a guy was murdered in Chapel Street. And we thought, fuck, well, people,
100 meters down the road.
yeah, exactly. So I can just imagine the people nearby saying, "Oh yeah, I saw a couple of boys fighting each other with glow sticks in the street. I don't know if that's related, but hope I can help."
Fucking hell. God.
That was a good night.
No, well, it'll be my 21st next.
Shit, man. What are we gonna do then?
Hopefully, we're out of quarantine.
Yeah.
Oh, no, just yeah.
Yeah.
Like, same kind of what I did for my 20th.
We'll make it wild. We'll try and make it we'll try and make it more wild than that. So
It'll be better because I'll have the outdoor setting and we can hang out in here and do whatever.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully, it's a good summer.
Yeah, I reckon it will be.
Now, what did you do to your fucking head? I just realised you got a band-aid.
Oh, yes. Well, a couple of days, the other day, I had a pimple that was kind of growing, and then it kind of popped, and now I've just got this little red dot there. And I thought if I put the band-aid over it, it's less off-putting, I'm just thinking of the viewers. I'm thinking of you guys,
Well, it blends in.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I didn't notice until like
For a
10
little
minutes
bit?
ago.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
earlier, but I thought, hey, he hasn't mentioned it. It must be looking pretty good.
I don't notice things. I'm really awful with that. I'll just go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you get a haircut 6 months ago? Yeah.
Yeah, look good.
Yeah, fucking hell, man.
Oh,
So what are your plans for the weekend, man?
I am. I don't have much planned, actually.
No.
Actually, I don't know if I talked about it on the last episode, but I've been watching this TV show called Marcella.
Marcello? Yep, Marcello.
I'm going to finish that this weekend.
Fuck yeah.
I was just watching some before when I was having dinner.
Okay.
And they're just kind of about to crack the case.
Oh,
fuck.
This is intense.
Full on.
Yeah.
And then I think it's season 3 is the next one, so that will be good. But I'm really loving it because she's a detective, but she's a good detective, but she's a terrible human being.
Okay, yeah.
Like she's
I
great.
love those detectives. They're pieces of shit, but they're doing something.
Like like when it comes to motherhood, fucking awful.
Okay.
When it comes to relationships, nah, she can't do it. All about herself. But it's not like she knows it's all about herself. It just falls into that way.
Yeah, okay.
And she's so not go with the flow, but just so like off in her own little world that she's like, yeah, whatever. And then it all catches up. And then it's like, well, I've just had as much people as I can in life. And this is my life. People love me. And then it's like, no one loves me.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I love about it. Because it's like, you're a fuck up.
Yeah.
You're a good detective.
Yeah.
You know? And like, I think what I like the most is in the first season, everyone kind of goes like, all their ideas, no one kind of takes it seriously. And
Yeah,
it's not
right.
because like, oh, you're a woman detective type of thing. It's not that.
Okay.
It's the fact that like they're fucking out there things she's saying. It's like, oh, so and so got kidnapped, but he's found. And so they'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. He's being found. It's over and done with. And she'd be like, no, no, no. But how to get found? And then it'd be like, oh, well,
Yeah.
this guy did it. This guy did it. No one believed her.
Yeah.
And then, turns out he didn't do it. But like, it's kind of like, oh, well, but it stems off things. So I think the detectives really need to listen to her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
So in season 2, she's listened to a bit more. Because they go, yeah, we kind of fucked up there.
Yeah. So now, okay, I guess we trust you now. I mean, you're a fuck up in every other part of your life, but hey, you're a good fucking detective. We can trust you. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I've been watching that. So I think
Nice.
I'll finish that this weekend.
Yeah.
I ordered these. I ordered these parts off eBay, and I ordered them on the. Yeah, and like it was a lot of them.
Okay.
So, and I ordered them on the Friday in the morning. He could have posted them in the afternoon, but he waited.
All right.
And usually, you either do it on the weekend, or you do it on the Monday.
Yeah.
Monday rolls around, no notification saying it's been posted. Tuesday rolls around, I message him, and I'm like, "Have you posted these parts, dude? I've bought it, so I've timed it right, so I can have it for a project for the weekend."
Yeah.
Get a message in the afternoon. Oh yeah, just posted them. I said, yeah, but I fucking bought them 4 days ago. Like, and so anyway, so the parts didn't come today. And I was like, I'm really gutted about that. But hopefully they come on Monday.
Or if not, they might come over the weekend sometime, because I think at the moment a lot of the courier and postal kind of companies they do run 6 to 7 days a week. So you never know.
It's not from Korea though. It's from New South Wales.
Not courier.
Oh, correct.
but that too. No.
Yeah, it's just regular postage, but it's like
it
can be put in the letter.
Okay. Just put it in the mailbox. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, in that case, it might be on the Monday. Then if it's the postman, they might have it or something.
Yeah, either. I'm just like because that's all I'm waiting for. I've sanded down parts. I've taken parts off. I've done everything. And I ordered something on the Monday from Amazon, and it came on the Wednesday.
Okay.
And wasn't even express shipping, and I was like, why doesn't this fucking thing come then?
Yeah.
So that's all right. I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere, but I just kind of wanted to play with it.
I want my shit, man. Yeah. Well, I've got some beef jerky that's on its way. That'll be coming. I got it from this company called what was it? It was something that was sponsoring Isaac Butterfield. So I got 15% off using his promo code. It was I think it's coming from Sydney. It's the Beef Chef. Original Beef Chef, yeah. So I bought a original beef chief, not chef, chief. Fucking chief. So I got a nice little some bourbon flavored one, and a couple of spicy ones. So that'll be nice to try when they finally get here.
I wouldn't mind making my own beef jerky one day.
That'd be interesting.
It's a long process, and it's easier to do if you've got like an air fryer or something.
Yeah, okay.
That's what a lot of people do nowadays, so they can mass produce. But I wouldn't mind it because I like beef jerky.
Yeah.
And it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, actually, we'll see. This company wasn't too bad. I think it was pretty reasonably priced, but at the same time, it's like, oh well, if I can make it in bulk, that'd be good for if it's reasonably priced enough. But yeah, we should try one day, man. If I can give it a go, make our own beef jerky, man. So it just made me think of that scene in Step Brothers right before the families move in together, and he's like, Dad, all these are wrecked. We used to make our own beef jerky, talk about pussy, shit with the door open. Now that is all wrecked. And that's just like
we have never done that.
we have literally never done any of those things.
With the door open.
Fucking hell, man.
Fucking A.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. Oh, you know what tomorrow is, Billy? Tomorrow night?
What's tomorrow night?
Do you know what tomorrow signifies? The 8th of August.
No.
51 years since the Manson family murdered Sharon Tate and her friends.
Shit.
Yeah, and if you know me, I've been pretty obsessed with the whole Manson case from reading Chaos and a bunch of other things. Now, so what do you reckon? Tomorrow night, bit of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I reckon.
Like, yeah, baby, bring a little oven.
Bring me. Oh, you got it on Blu-ray, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck yeah, good. It's the only way to watch it.
That's right, man. It's the only fact one. You've got it, yeah, on Blu-ray?
Of course.
Sorry, man. I shouldn't even doubt you.
Fucking poster.
Yeah,
I gave you.
Me too, man. That's the poster you gave me. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's how I gave you the poster.
No, wasn't that from having the vinyl?
Oh. You know my house more better than I know myself.
In some ways. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I reckon we'll leave it there. So tonight we are watching I'm Not There and Freddy versus Jason. If there's any movies you recommend us watching, of course, tomorrow we'll be watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So join us then to talk for an hour before we watch it and what we thought of the movies we're seeing tonight.
That's right.
But until then.
Catch you later, kiddos. Sweet dreams, you fucking children.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
3,
3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, gotta stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. See you guys.